Once the jaws closed, the ant's body was cut off, leaving just the insect staple. Whereas insects were once used as real tools, today in modern medicine, they're being used as living syringes and for diagnosis.
Which one? Take the black one, it's fastest.
The method of using fleas as living syringes for transmitting vaccines was invented by the French bioespace team led by Elizabeth. They have been vaccinating wild rabbits against myxomatosis for several years already.
Bring me the first rabbit to come out so we can collect the fleas.
Okay. Ferrets are just the thing to frighten the rabbits out of their holes in this heath, where a few weeks before Elizabeth had released a batch of vaccinating fleas.
There he is. Hoppity hop. Catch it, Robert. Let go. Look, you can see them.
Well, they're off.
So many of them.
Elizabeth collects the fleas so she can check if the fleas on the rabbits are her special vaccinating variety. So she can identify them, she marked them all with a fluorescent yellow tag when they were released 3 weeks ago. The vaccine they contain was transmitted to the rabbits by their buccal organs whenever they fed.
Fleas will always be parasites. It's part of their genetic makeup and can't be changed. But we can change their image. Instead of being pests, we can make them do good.
A blood sample shows at once if the fleas have given the rabbits immunity to myxomatosis. Elizabeth uses a UV radiation sensor to detect the yellow fluo traces of the vaccinating fleas. In the virus laboratory, a high-security P3 laboratory, mosquitoes are used as diagnostic tools. Dr. Bazay's team uses them when it's impossible to determine whether a disease is viral or bacterial in origin. Thus, the mosquito donates its body to science. Dr. Bazay injects strains of diseases she cannot identify into the digestive tracts of mosquitoes. These strains multiply quickly in their bodies, making identification possible. Virus amplification is one of the first positive uses of mosquitoes. Another use envisaged is the production of anticoagulants. Tomorrow, maybe mosquitoes will be used as living syringes in the same way as fleas are already used now, but instead to vaccinate human beings. While insects are good medical tools, eating them is also in fashion. We drink their venom, eat their jaws, and swallow down the tiniest of them. Mrs. Huang raises tarantulas for Chinese medicine and sells them dried or in wine.
他们反应很大嘞，来了这里感到很惊奇，好像很危险一样啊。他们问我干什么？这个蜘蛛能咬死油啊？你都敢养啊？我说哎呀，这个因为一个人这红着在地上面啊，就不怕，所以这敢养了。
Mrs. Huang's spiders are recommended for rheumatism. The Chinese have not waited for modern science to tell them that diluted spider venom can be used to treat all sorts of ills.
Taste it. Taste it. Can you tell what it is?
No.
What is it? Spiders. It's spider wine. Oh, really?
Apparently her spider wine is effective, since she receives many orders for it from all over China. Some of her patients use it for toothache, kidney problems, paralysis, and, with the addition of dates, to treat inflammation. Every week, Mrs. Huang makes deliveries to the traditional pharmacies that buy her spiders in wine or dried form.
Look, there are even more nests here. This one must be big.
Yesterday we found quite a few.
There's sure to be a big spider in this one. The entrance is really wide.
Mrs. Huang is happy with her catch.
Oh, damn, it bit me.
Mrs. Huang has been bit more than 20 times. One day she had to be hospitalized, but she has never given up.
When I was younger, I was afraid of spiders. But one day I lost my job, so I started breeding them. At first, I looked for them in the mountains, but there were fewer and fewer. That's why I started a spider farm. Now I have 50,000 of them.
The finest specimens gathered in the mountains are destined for breeding. The others will be drowned in the elixir wine to conserve, according to Mrs. Huang, all their potential energy. The elixir can also be drunk for its aphrodisiac properties. Each month, Mrs. Huang takes the bus with her frightening load of tarantulas. Goal? To deliver fresh venom to the Medical Institute for its pharmacopoeia. In the land of Mao, ants fall from the skies. These weaver ants are not only very tasty and crunchy, they are considered by the Chinese as a true panacea for one's health. Humans are not the only ones to like them. To protect themselves from predators, the ants weave their nests out of leaves in the trees. Watch out! These ant hunters are professionals. They are collecting them today to prepare their famous elixir. According to traditional Chinese medicine, the weaver ants can increase the appetite of persons suffering from cancer, can reduce pain and even aging in men. They are prescribed for everything: asthma,